Hey everyone, welcome to Breathe and Unpack. I'm Maya, and this is our space to slow down, breathe, and talk honestly about the things life throws at us. Here, nothing is off limits. Relationships, family, work, stress, and personal struggles. Sometimes we'll vent, sometimes we'll reflect, but every time we'll ask, what can I take away from this? You're not just listeners, you're part of our support system. That means we share, we listen, we learn, and we leave the judgment at the door. And if you need to cry or get emotional here, that's okay too. This space is built for honesty. If you've got a story you want to share or something you're unpacking in your own life, email me at breathe, the letter N, unpack at gmail.com. That's breathe and unpack at gmail.com. I might read it here on the show so we can all grow together. And just a quick note, this podcast is about personal opinions and experiences. It's not medical, legal, or therapeutic advice. So take a breath, lean in, and let's unpack life together. Welcome to the support system. As always, we're just exploring here, breathing through what comes up and unpacking it gently at our own pace. Let's take a moment to breathe, settle in, and slowly unpack whatever is unfolding for us today. We're coming up on the end of the year, and I don't know about you, but this time always feels specific. It's not just another week, it's not just another Sunday. It's that point where everyone starts looking back, looking ahead, and trying to make sense of both at the same time. You see it everywhere right now. People talking about goals, people talking about resets, people saying new year, new me, or joking about how they already messed up their resolutions before the year even starts. Some of it can be motivating, some of it just hits differently depending on the season you're in. And I think that's important to say out loud because not everyone experiences the end of the year the same way. Some people love it, they thrive on planning, lists, vision boards, clean slates. Other people feel overwhelmed by it, like it's just another reminder of how fast time moved or how much changed. Both reactions are normal. I had a conversation recently when we were talking about plans for the new year. One of the main things that came up was relationships, romantic, family, friendships, even career related relationships. They were talking about really looking at who's in their life right now and whether those connections still make sense going forward. And that's something a lot of people start thinking about around this time of year. Who's still aligned, who feels distant, who you've grown with, and who you've grown away from. Not in a dramatic way, just honestly looking at what feels sustainable and what doesn't. A lot of people realize that history alone isn't enough. Just because you've known someone a long time doesn't automatically mean they still fit in your life the same way. People change, priorities shift, life pulls you in different directions. Sometimes relationships fade without a big moment attached to them. No argument, no fallout, just distance. And that can feel uncomfortable, especially if you've used to holding on to things out of loyalty or habit. This time of year also brings up a lot of talk about what people want to stop doing, start doing, or keep doing. You hear people say things like, I'm leaving that in the last year, I'm protecting my peace, or I'm focusing on myself this coming year. And while those phrases get repeated a lot, the idea behind them is actually pretty simple. People want less chaos, less draining connections, less pressure to explain themselves all the time, more clarity, more intention, more space to breathe. That doesn't mean cutting everyone off or isolating yourself. It just means being more selective about what you give your time and energy to. For me, I don't really treat January as a huge reset. My birthday has always felt more like my personal New Year. That's usually when I reflect, set intentions, and think about what I want to focus on moving forward. By the time the actual New Year comes around, I'm already in that mindset. Towards the end of December, I usually work on a vision board using an app I like. Just getting clear on what I want to keep building on and what I don't want to carry anymore. And honestly, a lot of people do something similar, whether they call it a vision board or not. Some people write lists, some people journal, some people just sit quietly and think. Others don't do any of that at all, and that's fine too. You also hear a lot of conversation about resolutions around this time. Some people swear by them, some people laugh at them, some people say they'll start for real in February. There's no single right way to approach a new year. What tends to stick for most people isn't huge changes overnight. It's more realistic shifts that fits into real life. Things that don't feel forced. Things you can actually come back to on a regular day, not just on your most motivated one. That's why I think the idea of keeping what matters feel more important than trying to reinvent everything. What worked for you this year? What brought you peace? What helped you feel supported, even in a small way? And on the other side of that, what felt heavy? What drained you? What didn't really need to come with you into the next chapter? As we wrap up the year, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of this space. Thank you for breathing and unpacking with me, even quietly. Whether you've been here since the beginning or you just found the podcast recently, you're part of the support system we're building. Please keep sharing the episodes with friends, family, or anyone you think might need them. Keep sending your emails and messages. This space grows because of the people in it. However you're spending the end of this year, I hope you're gentle with yourself. I hope you keep what matters. I hope you leave what doesn't. And I hope the new year meets you with clarity, growth, and moments that feels grounding. I'll talk to you again soon. Until then, keep breathing, keep unpacking, and take care of yourself. The takeaway is, if anything's stuck, keep it. If not, leave it. Happy New Year. Thank you for listening to Breathe and Unpack. If today's episode sparked something in you, share it with a friend, family member, or someone you think could use the conversation. You never know, it might be exactly what they need to hear. I'd also love to hear from you. Email me at breathe, the letter N, unpack@gmail.com. Again, that's breathe, the letter N for Nancy, unpack@gmail.com. Or connect with me on Instagram at breathe, AND, unpack. Whether it's your story, your takeaway, or just a thought you want to get off your chest, this space is for all of us. And just a reminder, this podcast isn't therapy or professional advice. I'm learning and growing right alongside you. These are real conversations meant to spark reflection and support, not replace the help of a professional. We're building the support system together. One breath, one story, one moment at a time. Until next time, take a breath, lean in, and let's keep unpacking.